over alleged extortion. The men were arrested recently at a bank in umuahia, Abia State, while attempting to extort a resident. Imo State Police spokesman Michael Abattam, who narrated narrated the story, says the offenders had been charged to court. And Jide, would this cure the malaise?
No, it won't stop. The police, I must give the police credit for one thing. They are one security outfit that does not waste time to shame its black legs. They don't waste time at all. I've not seen any of the security agencies that routinely exposes the bad eggs within its ranks like the police. No doubt about it. Not the Army, not the Navy, not the Air Force. Once you are caught, in fact, there was a time that they had what we call the X squad, the IG's X squad. I don't know if they still have it. But those ones who are always going after extortionists among policemen. And once you are caught, you know that you are gone. In spite of that, because of the defective recruitment module that the police continue to use, bad eggs never do well.
Find their way.
They still find their way, even armed robbers.
I remember former President Obasanjo said that much.
Yes, he knew what he was saying because we've seen policemen connive with armed robbers. You know, look at the one who used to be in SARS that was dismissed and eventually joined the robbers that terrorized Offa at that time. You know, well, from the story that I'm hearing, it's difficult to see him now. I won't say more than that. You know. Now, in spite of making examples of the bad eggs, the black legs amongst them, we still see policemen misbehaving, spoiling the good name of the force, and putting to shame those who would never, for any reason, indulge in all of those abnormal behaviors. There are policemen, and we've said it before. Your father was a policeman who left with an unblemished record. There are still people like him in the force that you cannot give them a bribe. If you bring it, they will not take. We've mentioned some individuals like that. But what the police needs to improve upon is their method of recruitment. It shouldn't be for all comers. The problem
starts from the recruitment ground.
That is the thing. Even at that time, Obasanjo just said it. It shouldn't be for all comers or never do wells, people who cannot find any other job. We know that there is unemployment in our country. It shouldn't mean that our police and the army and the armed forces generally should now be wide open to all comers. No, now. We have to screen people at the level of their communities. They must be well recommended by their traditional rulers. That's the job of traditional rulers.
That's it.
The job of traditional rulers is not to sit in their kingdoms collecting egunje over land and other things. They should be saddled with the responsibility of helping to identify the right people. So if you apply to go into the police, they must check your background thoroughly. Your traditional ruler must be involved. And we should be able to trust those traditional rulers, not traditional rulers that they will slip money into their hands and they will simply say, oh, this person is good. No, we are not helping ourselves by such abhorrent behaviors.
Not many of us would recall that Chioma Ajunwa is a police or was a policewoman, or that Sam Igun was a policeman, and David Ejoke, and so it's crazy. It's crazy.
It is. You know, one of the problems we have in Nigeria is that we do not give credit to those who deserve to be acknowledged. Now, you mentioned Chioma Ajunwa. Chioma Ajunwa was not just a super policewoman. She brought honor to Nigeria.
Yeah.
And we don't get to hear about her anymore. So you see, when you continue to ignore those who are doing good, then those who are doing bad will feel that is the best way to go. And taking it off from where BKO stopped, I think I don't want to quickly go to the traditional rulers now. I want to go to the police.
High command.
Yes, and their method of recruitment. Do you go to the villages? Do you go to this, the community where you bring these people from to come in, probably get the form, get registered, and what, and then become police officers? Because if they carry out due diligence on everyone who wants to be a member of the police force, I think to a large extent we would have a little bit of positive change in the police force. And also, I feel that, I don't know, maybe while they go on with their due diligence and everything, and do they bring in psychologists? Into
the picture.
Yes.
So
because these are people who they can read you while interviewing you. They can.
Ibn Abbas, sometimes you think the institution is jinxed. Remember, in the last days of the Jonathan government, a documentary went on air, and Mr. President had to go to the college here in Lagos, and you expected heads to roll. Nothing happened.
That's the way I started it, that we do not punish those who are doing badly.
Yeah.
How do you encourage people to do good, to do well, to do better? People like you mentioned, Chioma Ajunwa and the rest of them, should be honored. And not just to be honored once and then pushed to the corner.
Yeah.
You should continually refer to them so that they would stand as,
I cannot forget.
Examples.
Yes.
I'm sure you remember Sunday Oyarekwa, a policeman, a striker.
Sonny Oyarekwa.
Sonny Oyarekwa, yes.
Sonny Oyarekwa. He was a striker for the police machine team.
Yes,
and played for Nigeria.
Yes. In 1973, when we won gold in the All-African Games, we was in that team along with Igwe, along with Yakubu Mambo.
Yakubu Mambo, I remember.
Yes, who scored the first goal at the National Stadium, because the National Stadium was built for the games. So we've had excellent people. We always talk about Fimeho Adeoye on this program, because he was such an exemplary policeman. And when he was living as police commissioner in Osun State, the people gathered, organized
a befitting send-off.
Yes, for him, because he was such an excellent officer, incorruptible. Chioma is an assistant commissioner of police now, but as she said, such people should even be the face of the police. Let people see that great things can come out of the police. Those who excel, either in gallantry or even in honesty, we should constantly let the world see them.
That's it.
Look at the guy, the policeman who rejected dollars the other day.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, he got a national award. But what we are saying is there has to be a way in which we put such people in the faces of our people.
That's it.
Let them know that, look, out of our police, great men and women, abound. It's not as if everybody in the police is bad, because that is the image that the police has.
And Jide and Ibn Abbas, do you know the most powerful man on Nigeria's roads is the policeman? He's the only man who can search you on the road, come to your house, and search you.
Yes, the law permits.
The power the man has is unquantifiable. But to allow that power to vanish because of 20 naira and all that, people like this will make the job of good policemen very dangerous.
And difficult.
And difficult. All right. We have 3 colleges, police colleges in the country: Lagos,